Hi guys, it's indeed my pleasure to have Giridhar Rajkumar as one of our esteemed speakers with ATA GTR 2022. It's amazing to have Giridhar. Giridhar is a test architect at checkertrade.com, one of the most renowned and a global speaker, and it's amazing to have him onboarded as our speaker too. But rather than me speaking about him, I would request him to talk a little bit about himself. Girdhar, can you give a brief introduction to our audience and community?
Sure thing. Thank you so much, Aditya. So hello, everyone. So my name is Giridhar Rajkumar, and I'm a quality assurance lead working for a company called checkertrade.com here in the UK. I recently joined the company, and it's pretty much a great domain to work on. So I've been working on the mobile testing, and prior to this, I was working as a test automation consultant and have worked on different open source tools like Selenium, WebDriver IO, Cypress, and most recently with Playwright, and so on and so forth. So, having said that, I've been in this industry for over 14 plus years now. So, have been given exposure to work in different domains within the financial sectors like banking and insurance. So, most of the customers whom I have worked on are from these domains. Apart from this, I've been working, or I have my own blog where I write lots of contents with regards to test automation. And I really appreciate if you could go through that and let me know your feedback so that I can just work on improving on it. And apart from that, I used to speak in different conferences and share my knowledge with regards to test automation and software testing in general as well. I'm a huge BDD fan, so I try to implement most of my solutions with regards to the behavior driven development methodology because of its cool features that are available as part of that. So I think, and I think that's it from my side, actually. Thank you so much. But nice to meet you all.
Yeah, thank you so much, Girdhar. Guys, don't forget to follow Learn Dev Test Ops. That's his blog. And he is also having a podcast channel, Testing Paradise. So these are some very important stuff. I would recommend everybody to go through them. Amazing stuff that he is sharing with almost everybody in the testing community around the globe. And obviously, as I said, we are very proud to have him with us. He's presenting one of the most wonderful topic in this year's conference. It's called Software Testing Beyond the Limits. Now, if you can tell Giridhar about what exactly this would unfurl to the audience, maybe just touch upon it. I don't want you to open up all the cards, but it would be good to let them be excited about this and how they can really know more about this a little bit.
For sure, Aditya. Thank you so much again. So it's going to be an interesting topic, and I really wanted to talk about this particular content for probably 3-4 years now. So I've been working, like I said, I've been working for the entire software testing community now. So I've gained lots of experience on how to test, beyond what is that we are doing it on day-to-day basis, actually. So I just wanted to share in this particular forum about how you can, tailor your mindset to think beyond what is there as part of your day-to-day software testing activities that you're doing as part of your project, and give you some tips and tricks to make sure that like you're taking your software testing strategy to the next level in your organization, so that it will be useful for anyone from the stakeholder perspective, be it whether it is developer or a business analyst or a product owner, to know more from the quality perspective on how they can just help the quality to be more robust.
I'm sure that we all would be looking for this wonderful session, and I'm not going to ask you more. And if it's okay, can I digress a little bit and talk a little bit different
Mhm.
than what the conference is all about, Girdhar, if you have little 5 more minutes?
Sure, Aditya. Yeah.
Sure, great. So I see that you are from UK. So how do you perceive the testing market in and around what you have seen of what was basically 2 years back and what is it now?
That's an excellent question. So it has evolved a lot, actually, Aditya, to be brutally honest, because many, digital-based companies are evolving these days, especially when it comes to banking sectors. We have lots of digital banking groups, and we have, insurance groups as well. I mean, the organizations basically, where like many people have started adapting the latest tool sets that are there as part of technologies, basically as part of their development strategy. So say, for example, like if they wanted to develop a mobile app and a web app, they just go for React Native, actually, which eventually supports both the, both the technologies. So, and using those kind of modern technologies within, within the industry or within the organization helps as a testers for us to grow as well, actually. So there are many legacy based, organizations where they still use, mainframes and other stuffs, which is really a good thing. But again, with the modern tools, they are trying to migrate as well, right? So we tend to follow a couple of, same, frameworks or the tooling perspective from testing. So say, for example, I still see people using UFT in a couple of areas, especially when it comes to a simple web testing as well. So they can opt for some kind of open source solutions that are available as well. So in that way, what I have seen is from the UK market perspective, there are lots of growth towards the testing community, because like I said earlier, the development technologies are also getting evolved a lot, actually. That is one factor, but again, there are still organizations who stick to the same technologies and tool sets, actually. So what we as testers want to do is, like, once we get into that particular organization, even though they use the modern web technologies or modern technologies as part of their development, I think they still use the olden QA strategies, actually. So they really need to bring it up. So from testing perspective, I personally think that any tester who's there as part of the organization should definitely bring those kind of changes to the organization, actually. Yeah.
Very nice. I think, yeah, things are changing around us. I agree. And what about mobile automation? Do you think it would be one of those majority or mandatory skills that would basically be required going forward?
I would definitely say yes, actually. I would definitely say yes, because like I said earlier, be it a small organization or a bigger organization, they always tend to have a mobile app these days, actually, right? So as part of that, what I strongly believe is, uh, try to know about it. Don't get too deep into that one, because if your workspace is not having a mobile app, then there is no point in that. But again, what I would suggest from my personal experiences, try to learn both web and mobile, actually. So if at all not completely, try to have some basic knowledge about it. But again, please keep in mind, try to learn API testing as well, because gone those days, like like there is a separate API tester, there is a web tester, or there is a mobile tester. No, those days are gone. And being in this agile world, I strongly believe that any tester who's there as part of the team must know all these things, actually. Because if you take for an example, an organization can have a web application as well as a mobile application, right? So in that case, they really wanted to do both the testing. They really need to know both the testing strategies and automation tools as well. So I would suggest that know everything, try to know at least the basic things, but again, tailor your skills according to your workplace, actually. But to answer your question, Aditya, yes, I would suggest to know about it, actually.
Thank you so much. And I see, it's been amazing to have you. And obviously, we understand that you have trained 5,000 plus people around the globe on the automation side. You have been a speaker. You are basically always on the cutting edge side. So, what is your passion? What keeps you going on a day-to-day basis, Rajkumar? Right, give that right.
Amazing. So, see, one thing what we need to do is, like, especially from my side, I'm very passionate towards test automation. So I've been practicing test automation for 14 years now, actually. So I wouldn't say that I'm an expert on that, but I'm still learning lots and lots of things, because the industry keeps on evolving, right? So we keep on learning new stuffs, actually. So one factor, what I always have in my mind is keep learning. That's it. keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. So adapt to the latest work culture, especially when it comes to the industry standards actually. So say for example, like just before a decade back, visual testing was nothing. No one knows about it, right?
Yeah.
But now visual testing is trending a lot actually. So there are lots of, there are lots of product companies that are there in the market who are giving us visual testing, right? So visual testing, so what I mean is, keep motivating yourself by keep on learning new things, keep up to date, follow someone in Twitter, follow your favorite person in Twitter, or try to adapt some learning culture actually, what is happening in the industry. Go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my bible actually, so for testing. So I follow LinkedIn a lot, where people share a lot of things when it comes to software testing methodologies, especially from their personal experience. So what I strongly believe is, keep following in LinkedIn and keep following someone actually where they keep you motivated actually. So that's a mantra that I always follow to keep myself, working on day-to-day basis. Yeah.
So one last question from my side. Obviously, when we obviously testing is one passion, work is one passion. So what probably would get you out of this day-to-day things, and what would make you bring your energy back? Like, for example, I cook a lot. So maybe is there something that you would like to share with your audience? What is your secret juice of life, which other than obviously testing and the career part, what
For
exactly,
sure.
what makes Girdhar actually? Let me ask you this.
Yeah, so I like to travel a lot actually. So I've been to almost 14 countries till now. So just for travel actually, not for business purpose. Most of the things are just for travel. And another thing is, I like trying new food as well. So say for example, there are lots of new food and eateries that are there. So I like to go and check it out. And another thing is, like, I like collecting antique, stuffs, not bigger ones, just the smaller ones like Lilliput Lane, or I spend a lot of time going to antique shops and trying to understand what is it they have as part of the, probably like, if you take a small toy, right? Say for example, a car. The car was, made back in, just 40 years back actually. So so how the culture was there at that particular point of time, all those kind of things really interests me a lot actually. So uh, apart from this, I also like doing cycling and running a lot. So I started doing it since 2021, early 2021. And from my lifestyle perspective, that has helped me a lot, in fact. One thing what I learned after that is, like, keep yourself fit by doing some physical activities. So that is what keeps me motivated as well to keep my career and my personal thing in balance, in fact. So that's something that I would really suggest folks to do that as well.
Amazing, guys. So this has been an super awesome, engaging call, Girdhar. I think not only we were inspired, and we are always inspired by your tech automation and your overall testing strategy and mindset skills, but now we can all be inspired by your traveling. Maybe we can see some traveling blogs, maybe travel logs, and maybe that's something on the antiques that you have found, and also stay fit mantra other than everything else. So thank you so much for your time. It was amazing, and we look forward for hearing you in the conference. Thanks a lot, Girdhar.
Thank you, Aditya. Thank you so much. Take care.